Hey, how's it going? All right. I'm not sure this story is supposed to be funny in one way or another. I suppose anything can be perceived as funny after the fact. An anecdote to raise a glass to, a testament to your ability to survive chaos. Or is there a real lesson to be learned and imparted in hopes others will avoid making the same decisions, taking the same path? The decision is not mine to make, as I can only recount the event as it happened. I spent a lot of time traveling for work last year, like a whole fucking lot. All told, I was away from home for 6.5 months spread throughout the year. Most times I'd be gone for a few weeks, come home 3 to 5 days, and then turn around and leave again for several more weeks. I felt like a constant guest everywhere, never able to spend a significant amount of time in any one place, particularly the place I needed to be most. Home. Now, I'm not complaining. Happy as hell, in fact, to do what I do. It's just sometimes shit happens, and that's all there is to it. I did 2 8-week stints last year, with this particular instance happening toward the end of the second one. That's 2 months of driving, sleeping in your car, or staying in the cheapest motel that's closest to wherever you are over and over. There's the drinking. Lots and lots of drinking, with various amounts of drug use sprinkled throughout. Any one of these can lead to poor decision making, let alone the whole mix served up hot every night for weeks at a time. We'll start this tale in media res. Babe, hello. Shit. Are you there? Hello? I'm talking or trying to with my girlfriend on the phone, and I have no idea where I am. It's dark, middle of the night dark. The room is small, the bed is smaller, and while I'm not staying in a grand 4-star hotel, I know I'm not staying wherever the hell it is I've woken up. I spewed a few more desperate hellos before realizing I'm talking to her voicemail and hang up. Shit. I crouched on the floor beside the tiny bed I'd woken up in and really try to get my bearings. It's hard to focus and take in stock because it's dark as shit and my head is pounding. I pinched the bridge of my nose, hoping the old trick would abate some of the pain, but of course it didn't. It never does. I lumbered through my thoughts, and despite the crushing pain in my skull, I try to retrace my steps, try to put back together enough of the events of the evening that led up to me being wherever the hell I currently was. Not an easy task, considering I'd spent the last 3.5 weeks in a drunken haze, keeping myself just lubricated enough to get me where I needed to be before posting up for 3 days to drink with reckless abandon. I'd been sleeping in a different place every couple of days for the past month, so there were a lot of beds for my mind to shift through. I went to stand and stumbled, instead realizing I was still feeling the effects of the demon alcohol, so I stayed put on the floor next to the bed. I decided I'd narrow down the possibilities by starting with what state I was in, which was Pennsylvania. No, it was Maryland. Wait, or was it Virginia? No. It was Pennsylvania, definitely. They think. While trying to remember what city I was in, I came to the realization that I was in trouble. Something struck me about the place I was in as being unsafe, not cool, and overall dangerous. I was pretty sure, I had checked into a motel earlier in the evening. I had a fuzzy, disjointed memory of chatting up the girl at the front desk before throwing my bag in my room and heading back out on the hunt for more booze and drugs. Whatever it took to make me forget, I still had almost 2 weeks before I got to go home. Now, it's a well-known side effect of drug and alcohol abuse is paranoia, often spurred on by wild thoughts that completely lack logic and common sense. Sometimes, when you're under the influence, an absurd thought will just sprout from the fertile folds of your brain. As it begins to push through the gray matter soil, you already know how ridiculous and impossible it is. You laugh at yourself for allowing such a notion to penetrate your canal of thought. But after a few minutes, the idea starts to seem less foolish. A drink or two later, you start to find it damn well plausible. A joint, a shot, a few bumps later, and before you know it, it's all you can think about, and anyone who says it's dumb is automatically a fucking idiot. My next course of action was influenced, inspired, and motivated by one of these such thoughts. It just popped up. One second, I was trying to bypass my mental block, and the next, I was crippled with fear by the idea paranoia had planted in my brain. I knew what I had to do now, so I grabbed my phone. Hello, 911, please help me. I've been kidnapped. Yes, I believe very strongly. I believed very strongly in that moment I had been kidnapped, and there would be no convincing me otherwise. Sir, do you need the police, medical, or I need 911 because I've been kidnapped? I was whispering into the phone. Sir, you need to calm down and speak clearly so I can understand this. I need 911. Sir, this is 911. The operator is trying to be patient with me. I'll send help. I need your location. Location? I've been fucking kidnapped. If I knew my location, I would... And then a tone sounded through the receiver notifying me I had an incoming call from my girlfriend. Oh shit, hold on a second. Sir, I can ping your I switched to the other call and put the phone back to my ear. Hello, babe. Are you okay? My girlfriend's voice came through the receiver, sounding more groggy than concerned. Hey, look, I don't know how long I can talk, but I need help. Oh shit. Her tone instantly changed, sounding much more alert. What's wrong? Are you hurt? What happened? Listen. I cut her off. I've been kidnapped, and I need you to call 911 for me. There was a pause long enough for me to check and see if we'd been disconnected. We had him. Hello, are you still there? Did you say kidnapped? Are you drunk? Look, tell me where you are and we can figure this out. If I knew where I was, I wouldn't be kidnapped, now would I? Never mind. She heaved a sigh, and I found her lack of concern troubling. I was telling her I'd been kidnapped after all. I got the feeling she didn't think I was kidnappable. You shared your location with me on your phone, so let me pull it up and see where you... What? I don't have that kind of time. Call 911. Wait, I see now. The phone buzzed again, signifying another call, saying it was 911. I was calling me back, so I clicked over immediately. Hello? Help. Can you help me yet? I mean, I've been kidnapped, for Christ's sake. Sir, please calm down. We've found your location and units have been dispatched. Really? That's great news. Just stay on the line with me until they get there. I need some more information from... Call waiting buzzed again, with my girlfriend now calling me back. I hung up on 911 and answered her call. Hey, she started. Listen to me, babe. 911 just called, and they're on the way to help me. Isn't that great? No. Call me back and tell them not to come. What? Why? A light knock sounded from across the room where I could discern a door through the shadows. I dropped the phone and froze, pressing my back up against the side of the bed, trying to remain absolutely still. The knock came again, and this time it was followed by a voice. John Wayne, are you okay in there? I figured it must have been one of the kidnappers, but their voice was soft and sweet. It was also hauntingly familiar. My phone started vibrating on the floor at my feet with an incoming call from my girlfriend, which I silenced and sent to voicemail only to have it immediately start vibrating again. A call from 911. I heard the door start to open, so I slid my phone under the bed and held my breath. It opened with a long, slow creak, followed by more questions from the soft-spoken assailant. John Wayne, what are you doing? A hand attached to the voice reached over to flip a switch on the wall, and the room was flooded with light. I squinted against the sudden brightness, which instantly exacerbated the pain in my head. I covered my eyes, waiting for them to adjust. The voice spoke again. Why are you on the floor? I just got a call from your girlfriend. I uncovered my eyes to inform them what my ears already had. Standing in front of me, looking very confused, was my mother. Before I could muster an explanation, the room filled with a different kind of light coming from the window outside. The red and blue kind of lights. Oh my God. My mother stepped quickly to the window. The police are here. Why are the police here? I struggled again to answer as I heard my phone vibrating from under the bed. After an hour of explaining and embarrassment, the cruisers pulled out of my mother's driveway to return their patrolling. So, this is what happened. It turned out I was right about being in Pennsylvania, as that's where my mom lives. I was in between shows and had stopped there on my way from New Jersey to Gettysburg. The Jersey Convention had a lot of my good friends there, and we partied significantly hard the entire weekend. My mom lives in a small town in the mountains, and whenever I go there, I always play the local open mics and visit. and this visit was no exception. I'd rolled into my mom's place, brought some of my stuff in, and then headed right back out to play some songs and continue partying. Like I said, the town is extremely small, so when I come to visit, the bars usually let me play an entire set as they've all come to know me. It makes my mom feel cool, and it's always a good time. I was told later several locals at the bar had all bought me rounds of shots, which explains why I don't remember leaving and why the night became a dark, big blur. One of the benefits and drawbacks of living in a small town is that everybody knows everyone, which is why I didn't get into any real trouble calling the cops on myself. I think my mom and the officers spent more time catching up and gossiping than discussing my misstep. Somewhere in there, I called my girlfriend back and explained as she laughed mercilessly, which I deserved. Since then, the most confused I've been in a motel room has been getting up in the middle of the night and forgetting what side of the room the bathroom is on.
All right, keep it going for Andrew. What a great. Okay. So this next story is called Scarification at the Rice Hotel Ball. It's written by Rivka French and it's read by Dana Pike. And Dana, I believe, had something to say before reading the story. So, Dana, I'll let you take it away.